In the wake of World War I, the world changed dramatically. The ashes of war gave birth to a new era, an era of profound transformation and rapid progression. The United States, in particular, saw a remarkable metamorphosis. The Roaring Twenties emerged, an epoch of economic prosperity and social dynamism. This period was characterized by an extraordinary economic boom, known as the Golden Age of capitalism. The nation was flourishing, industries were thriving, and the standard of living was on an unprecedented rise. The advent of this economic boom also marked the birth of a consumer culture. People had more disposable income, and the desire to spend was fueled by a newfound sense of freedom and optimism. A wave of consumerism swept across the nation, changing the way people lived, thought, and behaved. The shift in the economic and social landscape paved the way for a new era in advertising. Advertisers recognized the potential of this consumer culture. They saw an opportunity to tap into the hearts and minds of the American people, to influence their desires, and to shape their purchasing decisions. It was no longer just about selling a product or a service based on its inherent value or how it could improve someone's life. The focus of advertising shifted. It became about selling a lifestyle, a dream, an aspiration. It was about creating a sense of desire, a feeling of need, a fear of missing out. Advertisers began to craft narratives, to weave stories that resonated with the dreams and desires of the people. They harnessed the power of emotions, of aspirations, to sell not just a product but a lifestyle. The face of advertising was changing. It was becoming more sophisticated, more nuanced, and more influential. It was evolving from a simple, transactional approach to a more complex and strategic one, designed to captivate the consumer's mind and heart. As the world changed, so too did the face of advertising, sparking an evolution that would transform the industry. The 1920s saw the birth of modern advertising. This era was a pivotal period in the history of advertising. It marked a significant shift from focusing on the intrinsic value of a product to promoting a desirable lifestyle that the product could ostensibly offer. Previously, advertisers would emphasize the quality and functionality of their products, hoping to persuade consumers that these items would make their lives better. It was a straightforward approach, one that highlighted the practical benefits of a product. However, as the Roaring Twenties unfolded, this approach began to change. Advertisers started to tap into the human psyche, understanding that they could create a sense of need and desire for their products. They began to promote an aspirational lifestyle, one that consumers could attain by purchasing their products. Suddenly, it wasn't just about what the product could do for the consumer, it was about how the product could make the consumer feel. This change in strategy was not accidental. It reflected a deeper understanding of human psychology and an appreciation of the power of emotions in driving consumer behavior. Advertisers realized that they could leverage these emotions to create a stronger connection between their products and their potential customers. The media played a crucial role in this transformation. Newspapers, with their wide reach and influence, became a popular platform for these new types of advertisements. But the real game changer was the radio. For the first time, advertisers could reach consumers in their own homes, tapping into their daily lives in an intimate and powerful way. The radio allowed advertisers to paint vivid pictures of the good life that their products could offer, using sound to evoke emotions and desires. It was a revolutionary approach, one that fundamentally changed the way products were marketed. As the decade drew to a close, advertising had evolved from a simple tool for promoting a product's features to a powerful instrument for shaping consumer behavior. It was no longer just about selling products, it was about selling dreams. The stage was set for advertising to become a powerful tool in shaping consumer behavior. Psychology became a key player in the game of advertising. In the post-war era, advertisers began to delve into the human psyche, attempting to understand what truly drives us to make purchasing decisions. More than just the utility of a product, they realized that emotions, desires, and fears could be powerful motivators. This exploration led to the birth of advertising strategies that focused less on the objective value of a product and more on the subjective feelings associated with owning or using it. Essentially, advertisers started to sell feelings and lifestyle, not just products. Psychological tactics were employed to create a sense of urgency, a fear of missing out, a longing for a certain lifestyle, or a desire to belong. An advertisement for a car, for instance, no longer simply highlighted its speed or fuel efficiency. Instead, it painted a picture of the freedom, status, and exhilaration that owning such a car could offer. This shift drastically changed the consumer landscape. People were no longer just buying products. They were buying experiences, emotions, and a sense of identity. The psychological pull was so strong that it led to a significant increase in consumer spending. People were willing to spend more, often beyond their means, to attain the lifestyle portrayed in these advertisements. Psychology also played a role in brand loyalty. Advertisers used psychological principles to establish an emotional connection between consumers and their brands, creating a sense of trust and loyalty. This connection often led consumers to choose a particular brand over others, even when the competing products were of similar quality and price. The impact of psychology in advertising was far-reaching and profound. It changed the way products were marketed and how consumers perceived and interacted with brands. More importantly, it highlighted the power of emotions and perceptions in influencing consumer behavior. Psychology became an integral part of advertising, a tool that would only grow more powerful with time. The invention of television opened a new chapter in the story of advertising. It was a revolutionary moment, a seismic shift in the landscape of communication that forever changed the way advertisers approached their craft. With the flick of a switch and the turn of a dial, the world was suddenly smaller, more connected, and advertisers were given a direct line into the homes of the public. Before television, advertisements were static, confined to print and radio. They were limited in their ability to truly captivate, to paint a vivid picture in the minds of consumers, but television changed all that. It provided a platform for advertisers to create dynamic, immersive experiences that were both visually and audibly engaging. It was a tool of unprecedented power, capable of shaping not just what people bought, but how they saw the world. Television allowed for a wider reach, an audience of millions, all tuning in at the same time. This mass audience gave advertisers the opportunity to craft messages that were more persuasive, more impactful. It allowed for the creation of advertisements that didn't just sell a product, but sold a lifestyle, a dream. It was no longer about the value of the product, but about the image it projected, the feeling it evoked. With the advent of television, advertising strategies underwent a significant shift. The focus turned from simply informing about a product's features to creating an emotional connection with the audience. Advertisers began telling stories, evoking emotions, crafting narratives that resonated with viewers. They tapped into the power of visual storytelling, using compelling imagery and sound to craft memorable, persuasive advertisements. The ability to reach into the homes of millions, to influence their buying decisions from the comfort of their living rooms, was a game changer. Television advertising created a new paradigm, reshaping the landscape of advertising and setting the stage for the digital revolution that was yet to come. Television changed the game for advertisers, allowing them to reach into the homes of millions and influence their buying decisions. The digital age brought with it a new era in advertising, a realm where the physical billboards and television screens were replaced by digital banners and social media feeds. This transition wasn't just a shift in platform, but a revolution in advertising strategy. Previously, advertisers could only hope their message reached the right audience. Now, with the advent of digital advertising, they could ensure it. Banner ads, the pioneers of digital advertising, graced the headers and footers of our favorite websites, catching our attention with their bold colors and catchy slogans. But they were merely the beginning. As the internet expanded, so too did the opportunities for advertising. Social media platforms burst onto the scene, providing a new, highly engaging avenue for reaching consumers. Advertisers could now tap into the daily lives of their audience, subtly weaving their messages into the fabric of our online interactions. But what truly sets digital advertising apart is its ability to target and personalize. With the wealth of data available online, advertisers can create ads tailored to individuals. Ads that speak directly to our interests, our needs, our desires. No longer were ads one size fits all, they were custom-made, designed to resonate with us on a deeply personal level. This personalization has had a profound impact on consumer behavior. We are no longer passive recipients of advertising messages. Instead, we interact, we engage, we share. Ads have become a part of our digital conversations, influencing not just what we buy, but how we perceive ourselves and our place in the world. Yet, with all its advancements, digital advertising is not without its challenges. Issues of privacy and data security loom large, forcing advertisers and consumers alike to navigate a complex ethical landscape. The world of advertising continues to evolve, driven by technology and an ever-changing consumer landscape. As we move forward into the unknown, one thing is certain: advertising will continue to shape our lives in ways we can only begin to imagine.